29 below zero where I come from. So I am glad to be down here, but I am also surprised that I am in fact alive after driving on the highway with you psychopaths. When I was on the way down here, I hit every state. You'd see the beautiful colored signs like, "Welcome to Virginia, you can build a home. Welcome to Georgia, the land of peaches and peace." Florida's was a sign that was bent in half from a hurricane, 3 bullet holes in it, and it didn't say welcome, it said entering Florida. Good luck.
Well, comedian Jimmy McCartney may be making fun of Floridians and Florida, but he's allowed. He's one of us now. And you can catch him poking fun at everything from Florida to his grandma at his upcoming show. So we want to welcome to the show stand-up comedian Jimmy McCartney. So how you doing today?
I am doing great, and I will tell you one thing, not only am I happy to be here, but the real show is behind the cameras.
Yes.
Your crew is like a NASCAR pit crew, how fast they change the sets here.
I know, it's amazing.
It is.
I know, we love them. They do such good work here. So, okay, well, let's talk about your comedy because, you know, you're making fun of Floridians. I'm a Floridian, I'm born and raised, so, you know, I'm a little sensitive to it, but you're allowed.
Thank you so much.
Because you moved here.
Yes, I moved here, and I am so glad that I did because I'm living in a human cartoon in Florida. This is like
so
the
much
real
material.
world. It is. I feel like I'm on Family Guy every day that I walk around Tampa Bay, and it's fantastic. I love it.
Yes. Okay. So what made you want to move down here? Was it because of the comedy?
Yeah, I mean, basically at the time when I moved, you know, LA was still shut down from COVID, and I figured instead of spending $4 grand a month to sit in a small apartment, I'll come to Tampa where Florida was rocking, and they were ready to go. And so I came down here during COVID, and I've loved it ever since. It's been great.
Yeah. So what made you want to get into comedy in the first place?
So originally, I never planned on being a stand-up comic. I actually had an unbearable stage fright, so much so that I thought horrible things would happen, including possible vomiting every single time I went up.
Oh, no.
And so, yeah, every single time, maybe even today, who knows.
Right.
But,
Oh, gosh.
but basically, yeah, I mean, I had a horrible stage fright, and I knew eventually when I wanted to do my own TV show as like a sitcom, I needed to be able to speak publicly. So I just did open mics as a way to get over my fear. And surprisingly, it led to that ended up being my career. So it came indirectly.
Yeah.
And I promise I will not vomit.
Thank you for that. Because the crew that you just raved about would have to pick it up.
Yeah, I know they do a fantastic job. They get the squeegees like the guys who do curling in the Olympics, and they'd squeak it up.
They would. Okay. So, so did you always have a funny side to you? Like growing up, were you the class clown?
Surprisingly, I won most gullible, not class clown.
Okay.
But yeah, comedy's always been a huge part of my life. Really, I think the main thing is if people see me beneath the jokes is what I'm really going for, is trying to help people escape their pain and the struggles that they go through. Like my style of comedy is mostly like ranting and storytelling. And what I'm really getting at beneath the laughter is trying to help people feel good.
Yeah, I know, because you had some struggles, you know, recently or in your life. And so do you bring that to your comedy, or do you try to talk about other things?
Most of what I do are personal stories, but they're about things that everyone can relate to. So what I'm really trying to do is let people know they're not alone in the things that we all try to hide from society, and let people feel good and know that they're not alone out there, and make them feel empowered too.
Yeah, and I know that you do a lot of shows for the military. You know, why is that important to you?
It means more to me than anything. A lot of people think oh, thank you for your service, but they don't realize even when they're not deployed and they're not even in combat roles, the support roles, those guys are working 12, 14-hour days. A lot of them are isolated from their friends and family. It's a really, really hard life, and they're doing something that allows people like me to get paid to make people laugh. And so it means more to me than anything. And when I do those shows, I can see the impact it has on them, and it's the most meaningful thing I do in my career, hands down.
I love that. Okay, so you you know, moved down from Florida. You say you're from upstate New York.
That's right,
so
the Adirondacks.
What's some of the differences between you know, upstate New York and Florida here?
I would say the biggest thing is like up there, people would think that I'm dressed up today. That's like the biggest thing. So I did that for you guys today. I got in my Adirondack attire just for you.
I love it.
But yeah, it's just mostly the weather. People are pretty similar in terms of just who they are and how they operate. Mostly just being cartoon characters up there too, which is probably why I love it. I feel like I'm still at home.
Okay, so there's some similarities besides the weather, of course.
And also they call it the Empire State because New Yorkers have colonized Florida. So people like me, for better or for worse, we're here.
Okay, and so what do you love most about being here in Florida?
I mean, mostly probably just the weather. The beaches, not having a 6-month winter is fantastic.
Yes.
I also have direct access to go back home with like the airport here, which is great. The comedy scene is good, and the music scene is fantastic.
Okay.
As you can tell, I look like a reggae fan.
Yeah,
so I'm fitting
I love
that
it.
stereotype.
Well, in the intro, we said that you make fun of everything from Florida to your grandma. Now, that was written by one of our producers. Do you really make fun of your grandma?
I absolutely do. That's the most loving thing I could possibly do is make fun of her.
Why is she so funny?
So she is struggling with dementia, kind of, and so I do a whole bit about how, you know, it's easy for me to be able to practice my jokes on her. I can do it as many times as I want.
Right, I love that.
And I can figure out which nuance is the best way to do it.
Right.
So it works out great for me.
She's the perfect guinea pig for that.
She's a trooper.
Yeah,
and I feel so lucky because my friends and family are so supportive of me. I feel so lucky.
Yeah. Now, do they still live in upstate New York, or are they all over now?
Almost all of my family's in upstate New York, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if we want to see your shows, what's the best way to follow you? You're on Instagram, I'm assuming?
Yep. So on Instagram, and my website is the same thing. It's just GYMYIV. And I have my shows listed on both of those. And I just started a podcast with my wife called the Flying Otters Podcast. That's on Spotify and what's the other one?
Oh, gosh. You know what? It's probably on your website.
YouTube. See, this is the reason why I'm not the tech person.
Yes,
she handles that side. Clearly, I'm the one who just tries talking.
Good. Yeah, I don't know that kind of stuff either. So, but thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Pleasure talking with you. And you can see Jimmy's full schedule of all of his upcoming shows by heading to the website that you see right there on your screen.